Welcome to Love 500 and welcome to the Love 500 how-to series. Within this series you will find guides on how to do numerous things on a Fiat 500. My guides are warts and all. If I do something wrong, I leave it in the video and then hopefully I will correct it. Have a look, see what you think, and hopefully this video will help you out. Well, welcome to the Love 500 how-to series. Today we're going to show you how to take off a driver's airbag from a Fiat 500. So it's quite an easy thing to do, but the first thing you need to do is to disconnect the battery. So you need to take the quick release earth cable off the top of the battery like this. Once you've done that, get into the car and then we'll show you how to do it. So we're in the car. So the first thing we need to do to access the holes at the back of the steering wheel where we release the clips, we've got clip there, clip there, clip there, and they need to be released. So the wheel has to be turned so we can access the holes with a screwdriver at the back. So to do that we need to get off this bottom cowling. Now this bottom cowling has got two screws, two posi drive stroke Phillips screws. So you use an ordinary Phillips screwdriver to remove these two screws. You need to get the screwdriver in there straight on both sides, so completely straight. Feel your way around until you get the screwdriver onto the thread and then undo it. So we'll just get that off and then we'll come back. As you can see, you've got the two holes just there where you've unscrewed it from, so you can just put that to one side. Now I've got a flat tyre on this car, so it's a bit more difficult to get the steering wheel to move. But feeling around here, and what we'll do is we'll put the camera down here and show you the holes afterwards. But as I say, you've got two holes, so I always find it's easier to do one of the side ones first. I think sometimes if you do the bottom one first, when you're getting the side ones out, the bottom one just clips back in again. So you need to turn the ignition on. Obviously the battery's disconnected, so where's my screwdriver? There it is. The battery's disconnected, so the ignition won't come on, but you need to release the steering lock. So what we do is we turn the steering like that, and then behind here, if you feel, there's a little rectangular hole. Now I use a screwdriver like this. This is an ordinary flat bladed screwdriver that I've put in a vise, hit with a hammer and bent. I find it easier to use a bent screwdriver, which you then get into that hole. If you watch here, when you push it, sometimes it don't go straight away. You have to do it a few times. Sometimes it never wants to go at all. There you go. So that's now flipped up. Now sometimes what's a better thing to do is if you stick something in there just to stop it, because they have a habit of flicking back in again. So you turn it round to the other side and do the same. Some people find it easier just to use a small screwdriver. If you use a big straight screwdriver, you can't get to the hole properly because the steering column gets in the way. So if you feel, get it in, and then you're pushing it. So you're basically pushing a little bar. I'll show you the bar afterwards. There's a little bar that you have to move out of the way, which then releases the spring. Get it in the right place, and then it'll come up like it has there. And then we put the steering wheel straight, and we do it again, and we hope that one of the other ones doesn't flick back in. Put it in, there you go. So they're all off. So then it just lifts off like that. And then you'll see under there, you've got the two airbag lights. Sometimes, depending on your car and the age of your car, you may have only one switch, one plug, or you might have two plugs like there are here. I think the earlier cars had one plug, then they went to two, and I believe the facelift models, I think, have gone back to one plug, but it does seem to vary for some reason. So what they are, you've got a first stage and a second stage. I don't know which one's which, doesn't really matter. So it's basically a two-stage process of the airbag firing, whereas the other ones are a single stage. It will just fire. Not quite sure how that works, but obviously these have to go in. So you've got a little push-in tab at the side. You have to push that tab in, and then encourage it out. Same on the other one, push the tab in and then encourage it out. Sometimes you can just do it with your fingers, other times just get a little screwdriver underneath, and that's it. And then you've got the horn control. So we'll push that out like that. So we got it, there we have it. That's now off. And to put it back on, obviously the reverse, connect up the things. Make sure when you put it back that these wires are not caught up anywhere. Because if they are, when you push it on and you've got a wire caught, it activates the horn, and you'll plug the battery back in and the horn will just start sounding, and you'll probably hit your head on the bonnet in the process. So that's how to do that. So I'm going to just show you the holes now. I'm going to get the camera and show you the holes on the underside. So I'm going to. So these are the hooks that we released. Just there. One either side and then one at the bottom, which is where it's held on. So if I can get the camera up underneath, I'll try and show you, if I can, the holes. So just there, up there, somewhere and up there. I'm not going to bother turning the wheel, but that's the hole there. That's where you need to get the screwdriver into. So on the underside of the airbag, you'll see that these little bars here, these are the bars that you've moved out of the way. So when you push, let me get a screwdriver in there and hold it, and I can show you better. Let's show you on this one so I can use my other hand. Excuse the camera work. See, when you push the screwdriver in, do that, it pushes that bar out of the way and allows the airbag to release like that. So that will then move that bar away from that clip, which then releases it. These brass bits you see down here, these are the sensors for the horn. So you've got 1, 2, 3 push sensors on springs that will touch the brass on that, will touch this brass ring that goes around the outside. That's the horn activation. So when you push the airbag as you would normally push the horn, that's how that activates. So that's it for how to remove a Fiat 500 airbag. Doesn't matter whether your car is a 2008 car or a 2016 car, the method is exactly the same. Hopefully this video has been useful. If you're a casual subscriber, please like, share and subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you again in another how-to series. Thanks for watching.